guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layne and I'm a nurse practitioner student, and this video is a little bit different because I am actually at a student policy summit, and this is through the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, and I am actually in DC where we're going to learn about policy and how we can be advocates as nurses in the legislative process. And so I'm really excited. I just checked into my hotel room and it's super nice, and it even feels nicer because guess what, guys, I didn't have to pay for it and I got a scholarship to be here, so that always feels really good. But I figured that I would document this experience for anyone who's curious about nursing student policy conferences or just nursing student conferences in general if you've never been to a nursing conference. So I think it's going to be an amazing time, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. All right, see ya. Hey guys, all right, so the conference is going very, very well and I'm learning a ton. It just wrapped up for the day and I have dinner with the dean at my school in a little bit, but I wanted to check in with you guys first and just let you know that I'm probably going to do like a full summary of some of my key takeaways from the conference maybe tomorrow or at the end of the conference, because it was a lot to process and right now I'm still processing everything. But I wanted to just show you at least my little conference bag that I got, and show you what's in here. So it says the 2022 Student Policy Summit by the American Association of Colleges of Nursing on there. And in the bag, we give us a little folder that also has like our agenda and a little QR code to just more information about the policies that they are currently advocating for nursing students. And they also gave us this cute little notebook, which I thought was very sweet. So I've been taking all my notes in there, and so I'll be sharing some of those with you guys in a little bit. We had a little name tag with just, oh, that's my mask, but little lanyard and had my name tag on it. They gave us this cute little mask from them. It's my first time opening it, actually. Oh, All of Us research program. So that's pretty nice. It's actually like pretty high quality mask too. What else is in here? Gotta have hand sanitizer at a nursing conference, right? And then I think this is like some stuff from their sponsors. So the University of Rhode Island College of Nursing gave us a little stress ball. And there's a little clip here that says Nursing Voices, Nursing Votes. So I don't know if you guys can see that really well or not. But yeah, that's really nice. I feel like usually, like I've gone to some conferences in the past and usually this, like the bags get pretty filled and they always give you like a little bag, but I liked all of the stuff that they had in here. But yeah, so There's gonna be a little bit of a reception in a little bit, and I'll try to film. They have like kind of like a cocktail hour for us, and then I'm gonna go out to dinner with the dean. So I'll try to get some footage of that for you guys. But I am, to be honest, about to take like a 15-minute nap because I am exhausted and I want to have a good night with the rest of the things that we're gonna do. So I'm gonna say goodbye, but yeah, I'll keep you guys posted about what I'm doing. All right. Hey guys, good morning, good morning. So I'm finally dressed and packed because I think that before I go downstairs we have to check out because we still have a full day of the conference, but I'm not really sure how this hotel thing works. But yeah, so I packed all my bags this morning, got dressed obviously, and I'm pretty much ready to go. But I wanted to share with you guys yesterday some highlights. I was so tired at the end of yesterday, guys. Like as soon as I got back, I was knocked out. But some of the things that I really loved about the conference so far is, guys, the location, this hotel is amazing. I feel so blessed to have gotten a scholarship to be here. Honestly, the food has been top tier. Like our lunch, we had like braised short ribs and like this soup that was phenomenal. And I was so stuffed after lunch, you guys. I probably didn't even eat as much as I wanted to at dinner because I was still so full off of lunch. But they really wined and dined us for the food stuff. And as me being a foodie, like that really hit home for me. So I loved that. And then I also love the networking aspect. So there's actually 3 other students from my school who are here, and so it's been really nice to get to know them. They're in different programs than me, so it's also been nice to see what's going on in different programs at my school. And then there were also students at my table who it was nice to talk to. I actually talked to 2 BSN students from Boston, and it was really cool to just talk to them, give them advice about things to expect for their first jobs, red flags and things to avoid. So it was really nice, and there was someone also at our table who was also a DNP student, all the way from LA. So it was nice to just talk to them. Hopefully I'll connect with them on LinkedIn as well before this day is over if I see them. But it's nice to have that validation from nurses around the country that their shared experience is different, and then also seeing how maybe some of their experiences are better potentially, and how you can get your hospital or your local nurses to kind of do what they're doing. And especially right now with like the Vanderbilt nurse situation has just happened when I'm recording this, and so it's been nice to process the emotions behind that, because I think everyone has a lot of mixed emotions about that. It's been nice to kind of process that with other nurses. So it just feels, I always feel at home with other nurses. So that has been really great. We've had some amazing speakers so far. We had Captain Curry, who kicked us off, and she was talking about detours that she took during her nursing journey, and just talking about being able to take risks and setting goals and having specific goals for your career, but also realizing that new opportunities could arise and you might need to flex in order to really get into the part of nursing that you really love. And I noticed from her journey that like part of nursing that you love or your niche can really change as you're going through your career. Like, she took a lot of different turns, and I think she's ultimately happy. And I think she was happy even during certain seasons as well. So it's interesting, and I love that with nursing, you really can keep such an open mind to different opportunities. Like, if you want to go back and get another degree, if you want to specialize in something else, you can. If you want to travel a ton, you can. If you want to do more administrative stuff, you can. There's a place for you. And that is something that I really love about the nursing profession, because I feel like it's so easy to get burnt out, but I feel like it's hopeful for me to know that, like, hey, I don't have to stay in a particular type of nursing. So I was really encouraged by her. And then we also had a speaker come in and talk about nursing research and the opportunities through the National Institute of Nursing Research for nurses, and how they are actually striving to have more diversity in their researchers, so that therefore the research that they have on diversity and health disparities can actually be more accurate. And there's a lot of research about that, but I love the fact that they're doing that, and I didn't know that. And I wouldn't really consider myself a nurse researcher. I'm not getting my PhD, but I love that the fact that they at least acknowledge that. And then we also had Rear Admiral Susan Ortega. And that was really awesome for me because she's actually a formal acting Surgeon General, and she's a nurse. And I thought that was really cool to see a nurse who's made it to that place in her career, or at least she has made that place in her career. And so that was really encouraging. And she talked about nurses having a seat at the table with these legislators. And I think someone asked a question about, how can nurses get that seat at the table? And she actually talked about, we need to be prepared for that seat at the table. Because even once we get it, if we don't know how to articulate our points, we're not going to be really effective. So she talked about presenting legislators with data, presenting them with your value proposition, like who you are as a nurse and your position and why that offers value to them. And you need to back it up with patient stories, patient data to show that, yeah, if you listen to me and my changes that I'm proposing, that this is why they will work. Because at the end of the day, our government in healthcare in general, it's a business. And so people want to know that you have something of value to offer when you're sitting at the table. And so I liked that, because I think as nurses, or at least when I go to conferences, I always hear about have your voice be heard. You need to have a seat at the table. But it's that, but also realistically, you do need to have your stuff together when you do sit at the table. So I like the fact that she addressed that. And she also talked about, how do we recruit more nurses in this nursing shortage? And she talks about, making sure that we're verbalizing what it is that we actually do, because it's only recently that people are even really understanding what nurse practitioners do and what nurses do. What do we have the ability to do? And she even talked about small practical steps, like going to career fairs, at elementary, middle schools. And, I thought about it, and I actually did do that once at an elementary school, and those kids got so excited. So I think it is big to actually be putting ourselves out there and explaining to the public what it is that we do, because a lot of people really don't know. I mean, with COVID, I think people are starting to understand more, but still. And making people understand that with nursing, you really can do a lot of things with nursing. We do need a lot of bedside nurses, and some people love the bedside, and that's really for them. But it's just all about finding your niche in nursing and finding where you're gonna thrive. Hey guys, so I'm taking a little break after our morning session, but it was a pretty good session. We got to actually email our state representatives about policies that will help nursing students, so that was pretty cool to be a part of that process, and we kind of talked about how we can keep taking those actions and how we can stay a part of the legislative process. So I'm just taking a little break right now, but I'm about to head back to the next session, and then I think we're going to have a little bit of lunch. So I'll check in with you guys then. All right, guys. Hey, so obviously I'm back in my place now, and the conference ended, and today was really great. We actually got to meet Alan Wheat, who is a former congressman, and he is actually the youngest Black male Congress member, and I believe he was elected at age 29. So that was really cool to meet him, and we also got to learn about the AACN's internship for nurses and like policy students in general. But I thought that was a really great opportunity. So overall, I just had a great time at this conference through networking, learning lots about policy and advocacy, and obviously like great food, great experience. So if you're thinking about attending a nursing conference or a policy conference, I definitely recommend. I feel like especially the networking aspect has been so valuable, just to hear from nurses from different backgrounds and see what their experiences, their pain points are. And obviously just learn about a topic that I didn't know as much about before until I did this. And even if the conference isn't about something that you know that you're passionate about, I think it's always great to just keep an open mind and try a conference just to explore something that could be a passion that you didn't know about. So I think that's great if you ever want to try that. But please comment below. I want to hear what conferences you guys have gone to, or what are your favorites and what your experiences have been. But if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I will have more videos coming out soon. Thanks for watching, you guys.